勝手の極意はどうした？
できねえんだ。
何？
あの大会で追い込まれて偶然。
Is that really the only reason Goku's most powerful form of all time has left him? Never looking at Dragon Ball Super as one of the creators would, there are many unknowns about what happens behind the scenes. Just how many reasons could actually be going into the decision for Goku's loss of Ultra Instinct? Let's dig deeper into the minds of the Dragon Ball Super creators using details from the anime as well as information straight from Japan to find some interesting clues that you just might have never thought of before, Anifan. There was a time that so many fans had complaints about the Dragon Ball Super anime. The art was suffering, the episodes felt too much like fillers, and even after these issues started to clear up, there was one more huge problem: power. Coming from everyone and coming out of nowhere. The power scale was pretty much non-existent, and it was frustrating for the biggest of fans who truly enjoy understanding just how powerful one form or ability is compared to another. Throughout Dragon Ball Z, we saw Goku and his friends training themselves over and over. The power they achieved in fights was 100% understandable. But now, with only a tiny, tiny fraction of training that the gods of destruction have received, you can't say this wasn't one of the most chilling moments ever, but still, Goku had not only gained access to, but had completely mastered the ultimate of all abilities. Is that why I'm saying they took this power away from him? Actually, no. There's more to this power and its very sudden appearance when it comes to why the creators did what they did than any of us fans could have ever guessed. So how was this possible? His training didn't match up to the power that he gained, and the proof was in the anime itself. Who could forget this? When you really think about it, Whis never explained this, because even to him, this power didn't make any sense. Even the gods themselves all rose to their feet, giving Goku the praise he deserved for mastering a power not even all of them had been able to master yet. Well, it's anime girl. If you really think about it, that's just Goku. Okay, I get it. I admit that Goku has always found a way to attain powers that just didn't make sense. Super Saiyan was once only a myth, yet here was Goku. Yeah, clearly not a myth. But that still doesn't clear up why the creators of Dragon Ball Super suddenly changed everything. Where was the grueling training that made these powerful new abilities actually make sense? Well, Dragon Ball Z has been a thing of the past for many, many years now. And when you put yourselves in Toriyama's shoes, you can start to understand what was going on with the powers of Dragon Ball Super and why they eventually had to take away Ultra Instinct. There's no denying how ridiculously popular Dragon Ball Z still is, but a lot of things have changed since it was running, and there was no telling how people would react to a brand new series. Even Toriyama himself has started to pass the torch over to someone younger. The kids who watch Dragon Ball Z are all grown up now. Some of them might have grown out of it, if they're a moron. Some might just be too busy with jobs and kids of their own to watch. And speaking of that, there's a brand new generation to entertain. So how could Toriyama possibly know for sure this new generation would love the Dragon Ball franchise as much as us? That's why they decided to merely test it out. It's not that uncommon for a show that's been gone for a long time to randomly put out some small animation, basically as fan service. Just look at the new OVA coming out soon for the 25th anniversary of Yu Yu Hakusho. Dragon Ball Super easily could have been a short series to give the fans something new and special. Why not give Goku some unbelievable power-up we could be happy with as Goku's final form? Awesome idea, except fans everywhere couldn't get enough. Even through the issues we talked about earlier, we couldn't stop. Dragon Ball Super instantly flew to the top of Japan's anime charts. It was clear a short series wasn't gonna cut it. So how do I know any of this? There aren't any interviews or articles that give us such an in-depth look on the show's creation, but there is this. Goku's voice actress tweeted this once the anime hit 100 episodes. Her very grateful surprise gives us one very important clue. No one knew how long Dragon Ball Super would be running. So we can be fairly confident that they created the anime with the mindset of it being something quick, just in case it wasn't that great of a success. What does that mean? Less training, quicker power-ups. But once they saw how much the fans were loving it, the decision had been made for them. Dragon Ball Super would have to keep going. There's a problem with this though. The episodes are made months in advance of its release. So it's not like Toriyama could just call everyone in for a group meeting and be like, okay guys, change of plans. We gotta slow down Goku's power-ups. Everything's gonna have to be redrawn. Yeah, not gonna happen. There was really only one option the Dragon Ball Super creators could do at that point. Keep the ideas they were already running with and worry about making it work later. Well, what would make everything work? I mean, how could they possibly keep Ultra Instinct as Goku's go-to form? Already being at the same power level as the Angels, there's not much more you can do. Not to mention they've gotten us used to his powers changing at such a rapid pace. But there's also the new Dragon Ball Super movie. Toriyama was kinda writing himself into a corner with Ultra Instinct. Can you imagine the new villain powering up beyond Goku's Super Saiyan Blue just for Goku to say, "Oh, that's all you thought I had?" Yeah, not much of a fight. One of the best parts of Dragon Ball is the struggle to win, but somehow managing. Ultra Instinct instantly takes that away. There aren't many people in the multiverse with a power that could rival this power, bringing us to another issue. Having a villain with the power to rival Ultra Instinct instantly takes out the chance of any of our other favorite characters having a fair fight. As much as we love Goku, we don't want to see only him fighting in this movie. So how did the creators of Dragon Ball Super solve all of these issues in one go? While the answer is an obvious one to us now, you have to think about what problems come along with taking Goku's newest power away like this. Honestly, it just feels like a letdown for us fans. And that's exactly where the problem lies. How could they take Ultra Instinct away without making the fans feel disappointed and not being able to see such an awesome ability anymore? Well, actually, this just might be one of the best decisions Toriyama's ever made for this franchise. Ultra Instinct puts Goku so far beyond all the other characters that it almost feels boring thinking about watching their progress to new power. But taking Goku back to a state where he's also gonna have to train super hard allows Dragon Ball Super to return to their Dragon Ball Z roots. Now there's a chance to see Vegeta work on whatever that new royal blue form is. There's hope of seeing Gohan gain the powers that once amazed us all. And maybe even to see Goten and Kid Trunks go somewhere with their strength. More importantly, it's bringing back the understandable power scaling. It makes a lot more sense for Goku to have gained such an amazing power due to the pressure of his universe being erased. The Gods of Destruction have been in training for this exact ability for too many years to even count. You can say that's just one of the perks that come with being not only a Saiyan, but being Goku. But you know deep down that it doesn't really match up, even for him. Now he's gonna have to train really hard to get there. Our hope to get those feelings we had with Dragon Ball Z have finally been restored.
What's this anymore?
But this is also adding a totally new spin on the franchise. By the time Goku had achieved Super Saiyan God, I think we were all used to the process of Dragon Ball. The surprise we got from Super Saiyan 2 and even Super Saiyan 3 was long gone. Now, it was expected for Goku and Vegeta to access a totally different form. So instead of trying to shock us with something we pretty much are expecting anyway, why not show us what their new form can do first, and then have them train to get it? Mastered Ultra Instinct was so far beyond what any of us ever expected for Goku. And after seeing it, you obviously want more of it, don't you? If any of you have seen Bleach, then you know the hype you can get from watching your favorite character lose amazing power and then build themselves back up to reaching it again. It's so fulfilling for us viewers, and I expect nothing less for Goku's future as he trains to reach Ultra Instinct again. But you also have to consider the movie. If they're trying to bring in some kind of ancient Saiyan history, then it would be pretty ridiculous to expect someone from those days to have a power that comes even close to rivaling Ultra Instinct. And can you see how much more exciting it'll be if Goku gets pushed into such a bad spot that his mind is forced to break his limits and pulls out the power that he's no longer able to use? Which makes me wonder, Does the Anna fan think we'll see Goku tap into Ultra Instinct during the new Dragon Ball Super movie?